Abraham Hicks knowledge sharing which you love.
Find a vibrational tone in your body that represents a vibrational point of attraction that will bring to you all and only things that are a vibrational match to that. Don't you want a concierge in the sky? Don't you want a point of attraction? Don't you want a sifting and sorting mechanism? Don't you want to live blissfully in your life? Don't you want to live in the most efficient way that you can? Don't you want the power, the energy that creates worlds to work on your behalf? We know you do, because you've tasted it here and there every now and again. If you will take the time to relax and allow the vibration that is at the core of you to be dominant. It always is dominant. However, what you're thinking in any moment in time equals your in this body, personal, physical, human point of attraction. So even though there's a vortex that is summoning to you all of the people, all of the circumstances, all of the thoughts, all of the ideas, all of the wonderful ingredients that will make for the most magnificent creations, even though all of it is there and it's all dominant for you. When you are thinking a thought in this red hot minute, what's active in your mind is active enough in your vibration that it becomes part of the mix and it confuses your point of attraction. In other words, if you want to be well and have wanted it for a while, and you've got a vortex spinning, and you do, and wellness and ideas about wellness and circumstances about wellness are being drawn to you, but you're watching television programs that are talking about all of the things that could go wrong with your body, so all of that is active within your vibration too, you can't hold the vibration of wellness and the vibration of illness at the same time. You're short-circuiting, and that's the thing that we want to lay out for you. We want you to begin to see that these thoughts are connecting with one another electronically. There are thought circuits, and the circuit that is the vortex that is spinning is a very powerful thing. But what you think and what you talk about in any point in time has a huge effect on how well you allow those circuits to be open, or, and here's really what we want to say to you, how well you are constructing other circuits that are leading you to other things that you do not want. It's such an interesting thing. So you watch a little bit of television and something, maybe it's a movie or an advertisement, but it's something that captivates your interest for a little bit of time. And as you focus there and think about it, you begin offering a vibration about it. It's not a strong vibration, but it is a vibration. It is a vibrational pattern. And law of attraction, we're not kidding you even a little bit, reaches out and connects that vibration with another. And then reaches out and connects that vibration with another. You are literally making thought pathways. You are literally constructing. Now, the thing that most of our physical friends are not aware of is how rapidly the construction of the thought waves translates into the manifestational construction. Have you ever been thinking about someone and the phone rings and there they are? That's evidence that there was a strong pattern of thought construction that was going on. Have you ever been driving down the freeway and had an impulse to do something, and when you did it, you saw immediate reason for having done it? That's that thought construction coming into manifestation immediately. We want to bring your attention to the swiftness of the syncing up of these thoughts. We want you to realize we don't want you to be afraid of your thoughts. We want you to be aware when you leave this room of the construction of thought waves that you are about. And we want to ease your awareness of these construction of thought ways by saying to you, you don't have to go about it the hard way. You don't have to figure all the thoughts out. You don't have to sort them into piles. And it never works when you say, that's a pile I'm not going to think about, because you're thinking about that pile while you've decided you're not going to think about it. We want to show you that the shortcut to it is this. You have put, piece by piece, thoughts, thought patterns, thought constructions into your vortex of creation. Do you know what your vortex is? Your vortex is the vibrational holding place for the best of all that you've synthesized through life. It's where the I know what I do want part of the equation goes when you know what you don't want. In other words, every time you sift and sort, there is a thought way that is carved out for you. It's what the evolution of all species is about. When you know what you don't want, a thought pattern of what you do want rockets out of you and is held in this vortex of creation by source energy, by your inner being. It is there for future generations. It's there for you to experience the benefit of in the moment that you become a vibrational pattern, a vibrational match to it. So here you are moving through your physical days. And the question that we want to bring to your attention is, how often are you deliberately lining up with the thought patterns of your vortex? And the answer to that question is not all that often. And the reason for that is because you're stuck in the closet with Jerry and Esther trying to sort more out than you physically human can sort out. In other words, there's just too much to consider. There's too much input coming at you. Stay with us a little bit. You're going to like how this comes round. We're just doing the best sales job we've ever done on convincing you that there is an easier way to approach your life than the way you've been going about it. So let's recap just for a moment. So you're sifting through life. You intended to do that. You're launching rockets of desire. You're doing that mostly unconsciously. Those rockets of desire are being held for you in a vortex by the source within you. And your future will be benefited by this vibrational evolution that you have been about. As you stand in your day-to-day life experience, there is much for you to think about. And sometimes you think thoughts that are a vibrational match to what's in your vortex. But sometimes you think thoughts that are not a vibrational match to your vortex. When you think thoughts that are a vibrational match to your vortex, the emotional feedback that you get is one of harmony. It feels like positive emotion, feels like energy, feels like enthusiasm, feels like passion, feels like appreciation, feels like interest, feels like a good idea to you. But when you think thoughts that are vibrationally off from that, then you feel the discord in the form of negative emotion. So your emotions are your indicator about what you're doing with these thought paths. Are you getting the sense that in this diverse world that you are living in, where there's so much that you could think about, a lot of times the I know what I don't want is necessary for the I know what I do want. So the I know what I do want is born out of all of this stuff that you are observing. And you've just been listening to us here today saying to you, that's going about it the hard way. So we're saying two things to you that are seemingly contradictions. We're saying the diversity is causing confusion, but the diversity is also responsible for this very clean, very pristine, very precise, very powerful vortex of creation from which future generations will benefit. You feeling the confusion yet? We'll emphasize it again. How can the contrast and all of this stuff to choose from, which has got us all sort of scurrying around trying to sort things into piles, Abraham, does it help us or doesn't it? Is it of benefit or isn't it? It's of benefit because it helps you build your vortex. But it's a detriment when you continue to try to sort it out because it keeps you. The continual sorting process prevents you from ever lining up.
Please subscribe to my channel for such more videos.